Hello and welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'd like to take this opportunity to use this video to explain all about why I use Tropic. Not about becoming an ambassador or how I became an ambassador, but simply where it all started for me. So it was about a year ago. I went to see my friend who owns a beauty salon, and I was having another treatment not related to skin there, and she started talking to me about her company that she had been working for the previous 4 years, Tropic Skin Care, and I'd never heard of this company at all until I went to see her that day. And I asked her desperately if she had anything for acne and problem skin. So I have 3 very small children, and I always used to have perfect skin until they came along. They definitely have a lot to answer for, and the problems all seem to have started about 6 months after I had my first child. My skin just went completely nuts, and I have no idea where all these spots came from, but it was making me very, very miserable indeed. So much so, I used to get upset about not leaving the house with makeup on. I wouldn't go swimming with the children. I wouldn't go on the school run without putting makeup on, which you can all agree was totally ridiculous. I have 3 tiny children and I don't have any time to do anything in the morning whatsoever, but somehow I was getting up half an hour, even earlier, to put makeup on just to go to the school run. It was not a nice time. And it did really bother me because I didn't feel confident in my own skin. So I was talking to my friend and probably getting quite upset about it yet again. And she asked me to try a product by Tropic Skin Care called Super Greens. So the Super Greens serum is our multi-award winning serum. For that very reason, it does really do what it says on the tin. However, it's not a tin, it's a bottle. And I was quite sceptical as she kept talking more and more about how it just contains natural products, natural ingredients, that are really going to work for me. I started to think about all the other companies out there that claim to be 100% natural and to get results. And I started to be a bit disheartened really. But as she was my friend and I wanted to support her business, I decided to buy a bottle of this Super Greens. Now, in short, Super Green serum contains lots and lots of rich, dark green, nutrient-packed ingredients. So we have kale, chlorophyll, maca root, and that is going to penetrate deep into your skin. And it's also got tamanu oil in there. Now, tamanu oil is used in the Polynesian islands and has been for centuries as a miracle healer. It heals your skin 10 times faster than it heals itself. So here I was in my bathroom with this little bottle of Super Greens that I've just purchased from my friend. And I started to use it morning and night. She wasn't wrong when she told me how little you have to use the product. It goes such a long way. I was also quite sceptical about using a serum because my skin was quite greasy. But she assured me that you need a serum to balance all the oiliness out into your skin anyway, and that we sometimes use products that exfoliate our face too much because we're trying to scrub the oil away from our skin. So if we actually use a serum to balance the oil production out, your skin is going to naturally produce less oil anyway. Makes perfect sense to me now, it didn't at the time. And after about a few days using the products, I noticed that there was no new spots, and the ones that I had are dramatically reduced in redness and size. It was quite incredible really. So on the school run again, there I am, and somebody stopped me and told me how incredible my skin looked. And I could have cried again, because that was the confidence boost I needed and the reassurance I needed to make myself feel better. I mean, we've all been in a situation where we don't feel good about ourselves for one reason or another, and this is a product I need to really help me. I finally got what was different about Tropic Skin Care. It was results. So that night I went home and I decided to research all about the company. Now, product, Tropic, was founded by a lady called Susie Marr. Now, Susie grew up in Australia with her mother, and she was surrounded by natural, fresh ingredients every day. And she used these ingredients to self-heal and to look after her skin, because she was very passionate about not using any chemicals whatsoever. And here is where she learned all about the ingredients that she was to use later in her career. And she gained quite a lot of knowledge while she was there in Australia. Now, she was very, very young at the time, because she moved to London when she was 15. And she lived in a tiny flat with her mom. And she wanted to buy a mobile phone. And her mom said to her, "I cannot afford to buy a mobile phone. We just haven't got the money. If you want one, you'll need to go out and buy one yourself." So what she started doing was making up batches of a product called Body Smooth. And Body Smooth is our founding product, and it will forever be in our catalogue, because it is where Tropic all started. So she started making this body polish in her kitchen, and she had no equipment. She had nothing to bottle her products in. So she went to all her friends and asked if they could save some jam jars. Then she thought, how am I going to put this product on people's hands to try? I don't want to dip my fingers in there because I don't want to contaminate the product. So she went to the doctors and asked her doctor for those little spatulas that you use to check people's tongues with when they've got a sore throat. So she's got a load of spatulas. So she's got all her stuff to sell this product, and she decides to take all her jam jars of Body Smooth to Greenwich Market one day, and that's where her mum worked. And on her first day, she came home with just under £1,000, and that is where Tropic was born. So in the meantime, she started work at Citibank when she was a little older, when she'd left university, and she thought that's what she wanted to do. She saw all these lovely looking smart people walking to work every day with the suits and the briefcases, and she thought, yeah, I want a bit of that. So she did. She went and got a job at Citibank in Canary Wharf, and the more and more the longer she was there, the longer she realised that this is not where her passion lay. It was in natural skincare, and she wanted to tell the world about it. So that's exactly what she did. In 2011, she applied for BBC's Apprentice programme, and she is the only person to have never won the series. She came third, and for Alan Sugar to invest in anybody's company. After the programme had finished, Alan Sugar was watching the series back with his wife and saw something in Susie that caught his eye that didn't when they were filming the series. And he loved her passion for her product and her ethics. So he called her up and asked if his wife and his daughter could have some of the Tropic products. Of course, she said yes. And after using them for a while, they absolutely fell in love with Tropic. And the rest is history. Alan Sugar then invested £250,000 into the company, and Tropic was born. It started with only 5 products and a little cotton bag, and that is a kit that you would buy. But Susie then wanted to sell her products and learn how to sell them well. But it wasn't an option to sell Tropic products in any shops. And the only reason for that, and the only reason why it has to be sold on a social networking basis, is because it never will and never has contained any chemicals to preserve the product on a shop shelf. Everything that you buy from Tropic is made fresh for you, and when it reaches your door, it'll be no more than 2 weeks old. We pride ourselves that every customer gets the freshest products they can possibly get. It's all made fresh down in our Surrey beauty kitchen by our beauty chefs and kept in-house in the United Kingdom. Now, Susie had 4 friends. She probably had a lot more friends than that, but 4 friends who had worked in a direct selling company before and told her that that was the way to go. How else is she going to sell these wonderful products without being able to sell them in a shop. Of course, that's how Tropic, the company as it is today, was born. She trusted her 4 friends to go out and teach her how to sell the product and sell the brand without having to sell it in the shops. And to this day, Tropic has now won 70 prestigious awards and is now the fastest selling skincare company in the UK, because everybody seems more and more conscious about green beauty and conscious about not putting any chemicals on their skin whatsoever. Now, it has a 12-month use by date, but believe me, you'll be using these beautiful products much sooner than 12 months. However, they do last a very long time. If you buy a product, on average it will last you about 4 months, because it's highly concentrated with all these beautiful ingredients. And for what is in the products, it is absolutely fantastically and competitively priced. Hence again, why it is now the fastest selling skincare company in the UK. If you are wondering that the products that you use at home only last 12 months or 18 months as per the instructions on the back, that is from when you have opened them, because of all the nasty chemicals that are going into these products to preserve them and to make them be made in bulk and sold cheaper. Then they might be sitting on a warehouse shelf for 4 or 5 years until you actually purchase it and open it, and that is the difference. Everything that you buy from Tropic is completely fresh. And then also, everything that you buy from Tropic comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you simply don't like it, you can return it and get your money back straight away. And that is how confident we are that you will absolutely fall in love with this brand. So after doing all my research and falling in love with Susie's story more than anything, I also wanted to share my knowledge and my passion for the products with the world. And that is why I became a Tropic ambassador in June 2017. I quickly became a senior ambassador, a team ambassador, and now I'm a Tropic skincare manager, helping other lovely ladies on their Tropic journey, and also telling everybody I can about this wonderful brand. So thank you for listening, and that is just a short video about what Tropic is all about, and I'm sure I'll be back soon doing different videos about different topics to do with products. So if there's anything that you'd like to see, if you've got any questions on what you should be using, how to become an ambassador, or even how to order from me, then just leave the comments below, and also subscribe to this video so you can see a lot more from me. Thank you very much.